The control tower is the main part of the airport. It's the heart of the airport. It's the first building you're going to see as you're driving up the highway or you're flying in on an inbound flight. The control tower is 64 meters tall. It's separated from the main terminal building. It's been strategically placed so that it can oversee our current runway that we're building now, plus a future runway that will be built in the future, so that with the one runway with a 360-degree top, we'll be able to see both runways from that one location. Air traffic control tower itself is, like I said, 64 meters tall. It's 9 meters in diameter for the structure. It's sitting on 19 concrete piles. Those piles are 1 meter deep, or 1 meter diameter, and 19 meters, or 15 meters deep, sorry. Before we put in those 19 piles, we started with 3 trial piles. They're exact replicas of the actual piles underneath the control tower. Those piles passed successfully, and then we built the 19 actual piles. Our next step is to start constructing the tower structure, which is a concrete shaft that's 250 millimeters thick, 9 meters in diameter. At the bottom of the tower, there's a one-story facility that provides all the support for the tower. There's technology offices in there, there's mechanical and electrical rooms in there. All the administrative functions are in that room, the lunch rooms, the break rooms. The control tower must be maintained at a comfortable temperature at all times for the workers. We have a control tower that's surrounded in glass, so there will be a lot of heat coming in from the sun. So we have a very intense air conditioning system that's served from the central district cooling plant. And we also have a backup system at the plant. If the main system fails, we have a backup system. We also have a further backup system within the tower for the power. If we lose power, the control tower has its own generator as well, so we can generate our own power. Essentially, if the tower is completely cut off, it can stay maintained running for a certain amount of time to make sure all aircraft are landed safely. The staff have a choice. They can take the stairs all the way to the top, but there's also 2 elevators, which will be the most common way to use this. It's mandatory to have stairs in case there is a problem, and if there's a fire, people need to be able to escape. It's a little bit far off from the terminal to make sure that we can have a clear vision of the runway, the taxiway, and the apron. So we're not just looking at aircraft that are flying, we're also watching the ground closely. To do that, you have to be a little bit away from the terminal, but also be able to see the future runway. You need to be able to see 5 nautical miles in the distance and to a height of 1,000 meters. So for that reason, we've sited the tower so we'll be able to see all of those locations. We won't have to build, so our current configuration is to handle 3 million passengers per year with this current runway. Our phase 2, we can expand to 6 million passengers per year on the same runway with the same control tower. Phase 3 is the full expansion of the airport. That'll involve the new runway, runway 2. And we'll still run that from the same control tower, but it'll be a new runway and an expansion of the terminal building at that time.